Good evening to you. I'm Jasmine Stiles. We start with new developments in the search for 22-year-old Gabby Petito. The FBI confirms they found human remains in Teton National Forest. Agents say it's consistent with the description of Gabby. Now the search for her fiancé continues. His family says they haven't heard from him or seen him since last Tuesday. ABC Action News reporter McKenna King is live in Northport. McKenna, with this new development, are there any changes in Brian Laundrie's status to police at all?
Well, Jasmine, at this point, we are directly across the street from the Laundrie family home, and Northport police has blocked off the area for the last several hours ever since that announcement was made that a body was found inside the Teton National Forest. Now, at this point, it's important to remember that Brian Laundrie is still just considered a person of interest in Gabby's disappearance, and Brian Laundrie is still missing at this point. Of course, they had the search all day today through the Carlton Reserve, and they say there was nothing to report there. But neighbors and news crews have gathered out here all evening just to see if anything happens outside the home here. Now, earlier this evening, the FBI Denver office announced that they had recovered remains in the general area where a search had been underway for Gabby Petito. Shortly after that, they confirmed those remains were consistent with Gabby's, but at this point, a full confirmation has not been made.
Earlier today, human remains were discovered, consistent with the description of Gabby Petito. Full forensic identification has not been completed to confirm 100% that we found Gabby, but her family has been notified of this discovery. The cause of death has not been determined at this time.
Just moments after that announcement, Gabby's father, Joseph, took to Twitter sharing this photo saying his daughter, quote, touched the world. Northport police tweeting as well saying they were heartbroken and that they will continue to work with the FBI in the search for more answers. We reached out to the Laundrie family lawyer tonight following the news, and the attorney said, quote, the news about Gabby Petito is heartbreaking. The Laundrie family prays for Gabby and her family. And the Teton County coroner confirming tonight that an autopsy will be conducted on the body that was found inside the Teton National Forest on Tuesday. And of course, we'll bring you any updates as we get them on air and online throughout the next several days. Reporting live in Northport, McKenna King, ABC Action News.
Thanks, McKenna. So let's do some retracing. Authorities believe Grand Teton National Park, which borders Teton National Forest, is the last place that the couple went to. That was before Brian drove nearly 2,400 miles back to Northport alone. Those Wyoming search teams had a really big area to cover. It's about 310,000 acres. That's more than 4 times the size of Tampa. Even with this new development of crews finding a body, the FBI is keeping that part of the park closed, and agents still want to talk to people who were near the Spread Creek campgrounds between August 27th and the 30th. One woman claims that she saw Gabby's fiance, Brian, in that span of time that the FBI is interested in. Miranda Baker says he was hitchhiking out west and she picked him up.
He got out and, he was thankful and he was kind of in a hurry. He said he was going to go across the street into the parking lot and find someone else to give him a ride. But when we looked back, 10 or 15 seconds after he got out of the vehicle, he was gone.
She says that was on August 29th around 5:30 that afternoon. Miranda added she thought Brian was acting kind of weird, and that contradicts what his family has said about him. Laundrie's parents have only spoken to the media through an attorney, but ABC News spoke with his sister Cassie on Friday.
Always does the right thing, like in the body cam. He cooperates with the police, and he's a wonderful uncle. He's always been there when I need him. He's been there every time Gabby's needed him.
She was also asked about her brother's relationship with Gabby.
It looked typical of both of them. Whenever they fight, they would take a little break and come back and be fine, because that's what you do in a couple.
She added that if she knew anything about the case, she would tell police. Back in Northport, officers stopped their second day of searching for Brian way before nightfall. They're combing through the Carlton Reserve. It's 25,000 acres. On Friday night, the Laundrie family called police to file a missing persons report on Brian, and that was the first time police had a real in-depth conversation with his family. According to officers, the family told them Brian took a backpack and headed there on Tuesday. It was the last time the family claims anyone saw or heard from him. At this point, police are treating this as another missing persons case. That's really important to emphasize here. Police have been clear saying Brian is a person of interest in Gabby's disappearance. We talked to the spokesperson with Northport Police, who say Brian is very familiar with that sprawling preserve.
This is an individual who is used to living off the grid, taking long hikes into undeveloped areas. He's known to go to this area previously, so he knows it pretty well.
Northport police tell us they've got 5 different law enforcement agencies searching that reserve for Brian. That includes the FBI. They also say they're working to corroborate what the Laundrie family has told them. As this case gains more attention, many people are drawing their own conclusions as to what happened to Gabby and why Brian take off. So we wanted to get some perspective on this case from someone who's been a part of several missing persons investigations. Stacey Arruda spent more than 2 decades with the FBI. She told us she hopes the whole thing is just a miscommunication between Gabby and her fiancé. But Arruda says with Brian missing, witnesses are the best bet for an accurate timeline.
But you never know, that one thing that you think, oh, well, I saw them on this day or there or whatever, that may be very important. Because what those tips do, if you saw them, outside of the Grand Tetons, or you saw them somewhere else past the date that, the last day that she used her phone, well, that narrows the scope of the investigation. Right now, the investigation is 3/4 of the United States.
And if you're wondering why the FBI is involved, she says it's because Brian crossed state lines when he came back to Florida. Now, whether you've been following this case closely or maybe you're just hearing about it, there's a lot of twists and turns, so let's recap for you. Gabby and her fiancé Brian left from New York for a cross-country road trip on July 2nd. It's been confirmed the couple checked out of a hotel in Salt Lake City, Utah on August 24th. Gabby spoke to her family the next day, and that's the last time they heard from her. But then a few days later, Brian came home to Northport without her. On September 11th, Gabby's family filed a missing persons report, launching a nationwide effort to find her. Now, no one knows where Brian is, and authorities tell us a body matching Gabby's description was found earlier today. We're staying on top of this story, and you can too by downloading our free mobile app. That way you'll get push alerts straight to your phone.